Okay, so here I have a piece of grid paper, the same kind that we always use. And this is 1 centimeter grid paper. Each of these squares is 1 centimeter. I'm going to use my ruler here. Let me zoom in so you can see better. And I'm using the centimeter side. Do you see that? Each of those squares is 1 centimeter long and wide. All right, so now you know the size of a centimeter, and let's measure something simple like a pencil. So if I don't have a ruler, I have grid paper, I can get a pretty good estimate, right? If I do have my ruler, I'm going to line up the ruler at the 0 at the starting point, exactly on the 0 with the tip of this pencil. Okay. And this pencil is approximately 18.5 centimeters long. All right, let's try to measure this spoon in centimeters. Okay, the spoon is approximately 13.5. Actually, this is a spork, isn't it? 13.5 centimeters long. Okay, I have a pair of scissors here. Let's try this. The scissors are, this is a little bit trickier because it's not completely straight, so I'm going from the longest point to the longest point here, and it's 20.5 centimeters long. The scissors are 20.5 centimeters long. All right, let's try just a standard sized pad of sticky notes or post-it notes. That looks like it's 7.5 centimeters. And this is a square, so it should come out the same on both sides. Here we go. Yep. 7.5 centimeters wide. All right, let's see how long this juice pouch is. Let's see. Looks like it's about 14 centimeters long and 9 centimeters wide. All right. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to measure the length of this tissue box in centimeters. It is 22 centimeters long. Now when I measure the width of the tissue box, it's 12 centimeters long. But look what I just noticed. It tells us actually on here, each sheet or each piece of tissue is, they give us inches and they give us centimeters. Do you see that? So each one of these sheets of tissue paper measures 8 4/10 inches by 8 2/10 inches, or 21 3/10 centimeters by 20 8/10 centimeters. Okay, and so I was looking at this juice pouch closely. It says it's 177 milliliters of juice inside of it. And then I have a hand sanitizer here, and it says it has 60 milliliters of hand sanitizer, of this liquid hand sanitizer here. 60 milliliters, do you see that? So my bottle of water here, it has 500 milliliters of water in it. All right, so remember when we're talking about metric units of capacity, a milliliter is tiny, like a dropper, like something that you would use for medicine, or eye drops, something like that. And then liter is more like the size of a bottle. So you would have 1,000 milliliters in 1 liter. So some items that you can measure using milliliters would be like a cup of coffee or a teaspoon, tablespoon, even a bowl of cereal or something like that. Items that you would measure using a liter, like we said, a liter of soda, a jug of milk, stuff like that. Now for volume, remember we're talking about weight, very light items. You're going to use grams. So like a paper clip or an envelope, those are very light items. You would use grams. A beanie. Things that you would measure using kilograms are heavier things, like us, or a lion, or an animal of any sort, a larger animal, even a vehicle, such as a truck. Okay, so let's go back to our question. To measure the capacity of a fish tank, would you use milliliters or liters? Did you say liters? Good, because remember milliliters are like a little eye dropper or a medicine dropper. They're tiny measurements. If you have a fish tank, if you've ever had to prep the water, there's some water conditioner that you use and you just put little drops in there. That would be milliliters. It takes 1,000 milliliters to make a liter. So if you are filling up a fish tank, you want to use a larger container, right? Something that can hold liters, like a jug. All right, so hopefully we understand how to pick either milliliters or liters or centimeters or meters or kilometers, just trying to use common sense and think about what sizes of these units, what the sizes of these units are. Okay? All right. Thank you for paying attention.